Dexter New Blood episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching Dexter New Blood, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And if you want to hear my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood, if you click right here with about 20 seconds left to go in the video in the end screen, you can hear my original thoughts after first watching the episode, although I don't really believe my opinion has changed on this episode of Dexter New Blood, but of course I don't go back and re-listen to it before I record these videos, so click right there with about 20 seconds left if you want to hear me talk about this episode when it first aired. This will be Dexter New Blood, Episode 9. The title of this episode is called The Family Business. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing rewatching the episode. However, it was a few days ago. We get a reenactment of a kill from back in the day at Miami. Nothing that was filmed back in the day, but something they added to the show new that they're saying was old. Dexter is saying he doesn't like the counting on the justice system to deal with these predators, and Dexter is going to be killing a clown. During all this, Dexter is explaining the real him to Harrison without telling Harrison that he kills people. He discusses the dark passenger. Sometimes I have the urge to hurt people, the urge too strong to ignore. So an urge too strong to ignore to kill people. And Harrison wonders why we're like this. We both saw our mothers murdered when we were young, Dexter says to Harrison. He says he always felt so alone. When Harry found out what Dexter was, he gave him the code. Instead of sending him off to an institution, Harry gave him the code to channel his dark passenger. And then we see that Dexter gets Wiggles, this clown, with then the M99, not this fucking bullshit ketamine crap, while wearing a clown nose. Did he really have to wear a clown nose when getting his next victim? He always shows them their victims. The pictures that he shows at the kill room scene. Ghost Deb doesn't want Dexter to tell Harrison about his sick-ass ritual, and Dexter tells Wiggles to stop clowning around. He tells Harrison Wiggles never hurt anyone again because of Ghost Deb's issues with him saying that he's a killer. Merry Christmas! Dexter still has one more gift to wrap in plastic. Dexter goes back to where Elric's body was being preserved, I guess you could say. Not really preserved, but that's where he left it. Angela is taking a look at victims of the Bay Harbor Butcher from Lundy's, his tent that he had in season 2 of Dexter. All the pictures from like the tables that all the bodies were on that Dexter purposely turned off the AC so they all rotted. Perhaps Angela Bishop should get in touch with the lead LFI. Masuka would be able to give you a lot of information. Harrison opens up his Christmas present. Socks, I believe a book, and a rifle. Dexter doesn't use guns when he goes after bad guys. Having a gun is all about blending in. Harrison practices with the rifle. Dexter seems really cold. Is that a fake winter setting, or was this... I believe this was filmed in the wintertime, but it was like really cold, too obvious that it was really cold, that he was faking it or something like that. I don't know. I think it was filmed in the wintertime, though. And then Harrison tells Dexter he was thinking about Kurt last night. I like to think of other people at night besides people that I'm going to kill. Dexter tells Harrison that Kurt's been killing innocent women for the last 25 years. Harrison also gives Dexter a gift. It's not much. It's a sketch of Deb from what he remembers when he was, 3 years old? When he used to just want everything and he want to do whatever and go on treadmills when he's not supposed to and want to eat pancakes and wanted the TV or whatever. I don't remember all this stuff, but Harrison was kind of an annoying kid, too. I still rather have that kid than this Jack Alcott's character. Dexter also has an ugly sweater for Harrison. Oh my God, Dexter, you are the epitome of a blending in person. Christmas at Angela and Audrey's place. Harrison is now the prince of ugly sweaters since Dexter is the reigning king. Audrey notices that Harrison seems happy. Harrison gets a Hawks hat and Dexter gets another ugly sweater. All these clothes for Christmas? Just get me movies or an Amazon gift card. Angela gets a police handbook from Dexter, aka Jim. All she needs to do is more Google searches. That makes her find out information a lot quicker. Ding dong! Kurt Caldwell has stopped over. He has a gift for Angela. Kurt's jealous that Jim gets to spend Christmas with his son. Kurt leaves, and all of a sudden, Dexter and Harrison gotta go. They leave, and Angela and Audrey are puzzled, but Angela thinks it's not weird because it's his first Christmas in a long time with his son. Harrison wants Dexter to do what he did to Wiggles to Kurt Caldwell. Time to go look for trophies, because Kurt Caldwell has to have trophies somewhere. Angela asks Selena about the purchases of ketamine. That's the vet person that that Dexter got the ketamine from, and Jim Lindsay being one of the people that were on her list. Harrison and Dexter check out Kurt's cabin area with the drone that Kurt got Harrison as a gift for being the hero of the school thing against Ethan. Interesting. They use his own gift against him. Harrison tells Dexter he was right about what Dexter said he did to Ethan. Harrison tells Dexter when he was 12, he had fantasies about killing the Trinity Killer, killing him with his own straight razor. Harrison and Dexter find the secret area or secret place, secret bunker where Kurt might keep his trophies. Harrison wants to go now. First rule of the code, don't get caught. Dexter calls to tell Angela that he's going to go hang out with Harrison tonight. Ghost Deb bugs Dexter again. Whose side are you on? Deb? Ghost Deb, would you shut the fuck up? You're really annoying in Dexter New Blood. Honestly, as nice it was to have you back in the show, you annoyed the shit out of me. Yeah, it's true. Harrison was born in blood. This is the only way. Angela is listening to Molly's Merry Fucking Kill on the Bay Harbor Butcher. The Bay Harbor Butcher could still be out there. Still a threat. Angela calls Molly. No answer. Kurt is in his kill gear. He actually sets Dexter's cabin on fire. He was thinking that Dexter was home and was going to shoot him with the rifle when Dexter came out, but nobody's there. Dexter and Harrison do indeed find Kurt Caldwell's underground bunker. Dexter picks open the lock, and Harrison wants him to teach him how he does that. I mean, Dexter is like the best in the business when it comes to getting into things. Dexter gets an alert on his phone and sees Kurt. I put Dexter for some reason. He gets an alert on his phone of the camera that he has in his bunkers, and he sees Harrison in his bunker, and he's not happy about it. God damn it, God damn it, God damn it, he says repeatedly. Dexter and Harrison find his trophies. Oh no, he also killed Molly. Merry fucking kill, Dexter says. Harrison asks Dexter if he killed Wiggles. Ghost Deb hugs Dexter, begging him not to tell Harrison the truth, and Dexter said, I did, or he did. I killed him for what he did, and Trinity, too. Harrison tells Dexter that this motherfucker needs to die, too. Dexter kisses Harrison on the forehead. That was like the greatest moment in Dexter's life, the fact that his son wants to live on his legacy and do what he does. Well, at least for one episode. Angela's checking out Molly's hotel room. She finds out that Molly left something that she would never leave behind. It's like her recorder thing. And Kurt Caldwell gets home and starts quickly packing up as he knows that his bunker had visitors. And then Harrison shows up. Hey, fucko. And he does a little thing to Kurt Caldwell. And then Dexter gets Kurt with the ketamine. And then Kurt is on Dexter's table in his trophy bunker. Harrison wonders why all the plastic. And Dexter tells Harrison he's done this in the hundreds. And he has a good routine of what to do. And it helps him not get caught. That means he saved thousands of innocent victims, Harrison says. And Dexter tells him the first time is a lot. If you want to go outside, I understand it. Harrison wants to watch this. So Dexter wakes Kurt up. It's the end of the road, Kurt Caldwell. He asks, why are you doing this? Look around, Kurt. Heh, you got me. He thinks he saved his victims. They were just runaways. No, they weren't, Kurt. You're a psychopath. Kurt tells Harrison that Dexter killed Matt Caldwell. Eye for an eye, son for a son. Nothing personal. Dexter tells Harrison that when Matt Caldwell, or he actually tells Kurt this, when Matt Caldwell was on his table, he blamed his dad for everything. And then Harrison wants to watch still, and then Dexter stabs and kills Kurt Caldwell. Time for Kurt to be disposed of, and then Dexter starts sawing Kurt's limbs off. Blood is coming off the table, and seeing it brings back memories of his mom's death. So Harrison has to get some air and get out of there. Harrison puts the bags in the back of the RTV for Dexter, the bags of Kurt Caldwell's limbs. They put Kurt's body parts in the local sanitation incinerator, and people will think that the Kurt fled. That's how it works. That's how we keep it under control, Dexter tells Harrison. And then now it's morning, and Dexter and Harrison have arrived home, or what's left of home. Everyone is there as he finds out that Kurt's last act was to burn down his house. And then Angela agrees to let them stay at their place. And then when they arrive at Angela's place, there's a note in the mailbox that said, Jim Lindsay killed Matt Caldwell. Also in the envelope are the surgical screws. And reading this note is what ends the episode. So this, I think, was a really good episode. I wish we would have got this episode, or at least moments of the episode, earlier on in the season. I wish that Kurt Caldwell may have lived till the finale. I think it's kind of like, I mean, I know Dexter does this, like in Dexter seasons, they tend to kill off with the characters sometimes before the finale. I think this episode would have benefited from keeping Kurt alive, or this series would have benefited. But all in all, despite all that, this is an awesome episode. This is probably either the best or second best, because I really like Runaway, where Batista comes back. This episode is a 10 out of 10. My character of the episode, well, I usually try not to do this, but in this case, this episode was too Dexter heavy. Dexter is going to be the character of the episode. One can make an argument for Harrison. And then my female character of the episode, well, by default, I have to give it to Angela, because she's really the only other female that's in the episode, unless you count like a one-off character. And then we lost some characters in this episode, or got information that they had died. We lost Kurt Caldwell, and as a character and a villain on Dexter, Dexter New Blood, my opinion of him is a little bit lower than it was before, just because this show to me isn't as good as it was when I watched it initially. I think it was more recency bias, like, oh, we got new Dexter, yes. I'm gonna give Kurt Caldwell an 8.5 out of 10. And then we got confirmation that Kurt Caldwell killed Molly of Mary fucking Kill. So I'm gonna give Molly a 6.5 out of 10. I think her character could have been a lot better. She could have been the long-lost daughter of Frank Lundy, or a love child of Joseph Quinn, or something. Maybe that wouldn't work out, but something. What we got, I think, was a little anticlimactic with her. Like, all of a sudden, she's dead off screen. Like, they hinted to her being, Kurt's next victim, but I would have wanted to see that kill. But I'm going to give Molly a 6.5 out of 10. And that's kind of what I had to say to that. So, you've heard my opinion. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, make sure that you Hulk smash that like button. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode. What would you rate it, and whom would be your male and female characters of the episode? What would you rate Kirk Caldwell as a villain on the show, and what would you rate Molly of Mary Fucking Kill as a character on this show? And remember to check out my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood right here. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.